I'm in Miami. I need to call up Miss Cassidy. My name is Potty, not participation. Sorry for the miscommunication. I need a drink and some tequila.
And then our entire day.
You know what I'm tryna do. Hit this pop to eat off a live. I got some time in the blow. I got the money to blow. I got the money and blow. Don't have to guess how I know. Oh, it's a secret, just me. I'll keep it. Your own niggas boring as bones. She put that body tape on. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. She keep it wet like tsunami. She thinks she saw the Titanic. I get her hot like wasabi. She think it's wavy and all. I think I'm a pop one for you. Drink one. Club, you young nigga preach, 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 young nigga preach, 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 young nigga preach, 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 preach,
On the side, honey on top.
Still in Miami. Most of these girls are too messy. I gotta do some reflecting.
Good morning. I hope you're having a great morning so far. It is currently Sunday, around 5:10 p.m. Woke up around 4:55 a.m. I need to wake up early. Waking up early for me is mandatory. Waking up early for me is the only way how I'm actually able to run my business, focus on my studies. I am going to attend Georgia State University next year. I'm able to still prioritize my family, my relationships, while still getting into the best shape possible. If I was not waking up at 4 to 5 a.m., there would be no way how I would actually be able to stay consistent. Because like right now I have my entire day planned out from A to Z, whether it's my work, whether it's my deep work sessions, whether it's my sleep block, whether it's my workout block, whether it's my church block, whether it's my mentor block, whether it's my school block, making sure I have everything laid out for me step by step. That way so I know exactly what I'm doing every single hour of the day and I'm not wasting no time. As a guy who's spending 60 to 70 hours a week on his studies, on his business, I don't really have time to waste at all. But if I'm being 100% honest, there is days that I do waste time. Like last night, if I'm being 110% honest, I wasted some time. Instead of going to sleep, I chose to stay up, which is totally on me. And it's something that I'm working on constantly. Making sure every single day I'm focusing on the highest leverage task with my business, with my studies, with my meals, with my training. Making sure I get as much as I can throughout every single day. Because as a Latino man, it's not about just me. It's about what I can do for the people around me. So waking up in the morning before the sun's even up, waking up in the morning before anyone's even up, allows me to get a head start on the day. And that's exactly what I do with all my clients in my coaching program. Every single one of my guys in my private one-on-one coaching program that we have, we're all waking up 4, 5, 6 a.m. Why? Because all my guys are working 10, 12-hour days, and there's three parts of your day. Before work or before your studies, at work during your studies, and then after work after your studies. You want to make sure you win every single part of your day. You want to make sure your first part of your day focuses on yourself. Focuses on allowing you to build your mind, have your body ready to perform at 100%. That way, so you can perform the best at your career, with your business, with your training, with your mindset, with your family, with your relationships. You can overall take your current life to the next level. But let's absolutely crush today. Let's go. But one thing is for sure, as always, thank Jesus Christ every day for giving me another opportunity. I truly realize how grateful I am to be able to wake up and live a disciplined lifestyle, to be able to encounter ups and downs every single day, be challenged, be tested, because that's truly where I develop as a man. That's truly where I see the most growth. Especially if you're, let's say you're 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, maybe even 25. We're still young. This is the time we have to prioritize our health, to build the best life we can, to set ourselves up for the rest of our life. To be able to wake up early, to hit the gym, to box, to run, to talk to that cute girl, to live an active lifestyle, to prioritize a career, prioritize your studies. Because it's not what you can do for just yourself, but about what you can do for the people around you. But something that I really like to do in the mornings, which I have been slacking, if I'm being honest. I used to do it every single day, but now I kind of started doing it every other day. However, this is 100% something that I will for sure start to put more emphasis on, put more time into, and that's following the 5-4-5 method. So, as an ambitious man, we have so many things going on. We have our family, our business, our career, our studies, living an active lifestyle, getting to the best shape possible, relationships, everything. And sometimes we tend to forget about why we're doing this. Sometimes we tend to forget about, why am I even doing this? What's the end goal? Is it for my family? Is it for me? Is it for my loved ones? Is it for the people around me? Because like, as a Latino man, it's my duty to build the best life, not just for me, but for everyone around me, and making sure I'm constantly reminded over what I need to work on, whether it's 5 goals. What do I want to achieve long term, short term, whether it's what specific task am I going to do first thing in the morning to allow me to set my mind, set my body, and get it ready to perform at 100%, or whether it's what specific task am I going to focus on that day that will allow me to move forward with my business, with my studies, applying to colleges, with my family, with my relationships, and also writing down what I could have improved on in the past couple of days. For me personally, that has been my screen time for sure. That has been my sleep time for sure. Those two are something that I will for sure start to implement and take to the next level, as well as dialing in my meals. My meals are already dialed in. However, I'm going to take it to the next level, and I want to bring you along. So making sure I follow something every single morning that I actually stick to allows me to just fall into the habit of just doing it, which is the best part because it becomes a lifestyle. At the end of the day, living an active lifestyle, fitness isn't about doing it for a couple of weeks or months just to fall off. No, it's about doing it for the rest of your life. It's about building up those habits every single day that leak into your training, that leak into your physique, that leak into you excelling with your career, with your family, with your relationships, and overall making it a lifestyle for long-term progress. And also, quick story time. So over the summer, I started talking to this one girl. I actually met her at a smoothie place near where I live. I'm not going to say the name of it. I don't want to give too much information away. But yeah, I still remember to this day the exact how it went. She came in. I thought she was really pretty. And then I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Because that day, I was up since 5 a.m. I did my gym session. I did my cardio. I ate my first healthy meal. I was getting ready to start working on the business. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. What's the worst that can happen? So we started speaking. We hit it off the bat. Then we spoke for like 10 minutes straight while she was waiting for her meal. Amazing conversation, man. It was a beautiful experience. And then I got her Instagram. A couple of days later, we hung out. We went on a couple of dates, around 3 dates. Pro tip, whenever you go on a date, always do 2 spots. Do one fun activity and then do drink or eat. For example, bowling and boba, or arcade and something to drink. Maybe I did this a couple times, but go-karting, I seem to like that too. Just overall a fun activity that y'all can connect, that y'all can bond, that y'all can have that kind of friendly competition, and then wrapping it up with some food or some drinks, whatever you're into. It's 3 hours. 3 hours for a date is a perfect sweet spot. If it's too long, it's like, what are you doing, man? Like, it's too long. If it's too short, it's like, I didn't even have time to get to know you. So 3 hours is the perfect sweet spot. So we went out on 3 dates, and funny thing is that there's one specific girl. She's a little bit older than me. She's in her 20s, and I'm 18, which I don't mind. I like my women older just because they're more mature. They tend to have a more understanding about what I do when it comes to, like, I can't just like speak to you on the phone all day. Like, no, I have to. I'm working on my business. I'm studying for hours. I'm spending time with my family. I'm down. Then there's a future I want to build for my family, right? So they tend to understand that more than younger girls that are my age, 18, 17, 19. Nonetheless, we kind of fell off. We stopped talking, and during that moment, it honestly really hurt, man. And I thought it wasn't going to hurt, but I thought everything was going so well that when we kind of fell off, we stopped talking, and then and then she unfollowed me, and then I unfollowed her, and then they're like, dang. But I'm honestly very, very glad it has happened. Because one thing I've noticed from every breakup, every relationship I've had in the past couple years, I've always done better. Not only have I leveled up with my physique, with my mindset, with my habits, the way I carry myself, my confidence, my looks, but overall the man I had to become. Every single time I got out of a breakup, my business grew. I started to look better, I look sharper, I have more energy, my habits are on point, my time management is on point, my grades are better, the way I treat people is better. Why? Because I don't let a breakup, I don't let my feelings dictate what I do. No matter how I feel, I still get it done. Whether it's waking up at 4:50 today on a Sunday, whether it's waking up and getting straight into my morning routine, doing my 5-4-5 method with my things to improve so I can reflect back on my biggest struggle and actually build a game plan based on that. Whether it's doing my training, whether it's running, lifting weights, boxing, whether it's eating 2 healthy meals, 2 healthy single ingredient high protein meals a day, whether it's being kind, being a man of honor, doing my best to be a man of honor, to be courageous, to be honest. I don't let my feelings dictate what I'm going to do. And you also shouldn't let your feelings dictate. You shouldn't let your feelings dictate what you do at all. At the end of the day, there will be no perfect time to take this step forward. There will be no perfect time where, oh man, like my bills are paid, like everything's doing 100%. Like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna wait until everything's perfect and then I'll start. That's not how it works. I still remember the first time I invested into my mentor. Was it the best decision? No. But being uncomfortable, taking the risk, taking a step forward is the reason why I've been able to exponentially grow year after year. I'm not one to talk about my finances, but nonetheless, compared to 2024 to 2025, my income probably 5 to 8x. Because I was willing to go all in, because no matter the breakup, even though, man, this girl, beautiful woman, beautiful body, beautiful everything, the way she carried herself, but it wasn't meant to be, and that's cool. But I'm still gonna keep going. I'm not gonna let my feelings get in the way. At the end of the day, no woman wants a man who's always chasing her, who's always, oh, can we call? Oh, can we hang out? No. A woman wants a man who's dedicated to his goals, but also is sharp. He dresses nice. He smells nice. He looks nice. He's able to speak. He has discipline. He's a man of honor. He's focused on his main purpose. That's what women truly want. And at the end of the day, I'm not doing it for women. I love women. Though, don't get me wrong. If you're a woman watching this video, which is probably like 1 or 2, we love you. You know what I'm saying? I truly appreciate the power of women in this world, because I truly think it motivates all of us men to be better. Don't let your feelings dictate what you do. Get it done regardless. Use every block, every bad experience, every difficulty, every challenge as an opportunity and as a test to improve yourself, to come back 10 times better, and to go all in. But let's get the day started. Let's go. But one thing is for sure, having everything laid out for me step by step, whether it's the 5-4-5 method, whether it's having my entire day planned on Google Calendar, that way so I know exactly what to do every single hour of the day, and having my dashboard ready and ready to be executed, everything laid out for me step by step, what I need to focus on that day. Because this allows me to actually have a clear path, a clear vision, and just execute it.
Wow, qué linda tú estás. Yo solo te miro a ti. La combinación de tu boca con este tequila en la roca son mortal para mí. Siento que estuve aquí una vez. No sé si te pasa lo mismo a ti también. Amores van, amores vienen, pero ¿qué más da? Si al final cada quien merece lo que da. Bajo las estrellas, la luna llena, tú eres mi calma en esta tempestad. Hay caritas lindas que dejan huellas y la tuya no se puede borrar. Como me gustas tú a mí, como me gustas tú a mí. Quisiera hablarte de otro tema que con las palabras.
Right now, I'm about to have the first meal of the day. I honestly keep my meals very simple, simply because I'm working 60 to 70 hours a week on my studies, on my business, and I don't want to spend 30 minutes in the kitchen. And if I'm really trying to take my physique to the next level, I gotta make sure I do something that actually fits into my schedule. At the end of the day, man, this isn't something for you to follow for a couple of weeks or months at all. No, it's something that you follow for the rest of your life. It's a lifestyle. That's why the way I eat, the way I train, the way I wake up, the way I run my business, the way I prioritize my studies, my relationships, everything fits around my schedule. Right now we got some pasture-raised eggs, brand new 24 pack, straight from Sam's Club. Highest quality eggs, cage-free, organic. Man, you gotta make the investment. At the end of the day, especially if you run a business, let's say you're 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, maybe even 24 years old. You run your business, you're working 40, 60 hours a week. You have to have something that actually builds you up. You can't be that guy on the job, being all sleepy and shit. No, you need to be that guy that shows up earlier, on point, more focused, and dialed in, so you can absolutely take over, build the best life for you and your family. Keep my meals very simple. I would cook some ground beef, however, I'm going grocery shopping today. It's Sunday. It's normally the day I kind of take a step back, reset, but today we're going hard. Let me prep up this meal real quick. It won't take me too long, maybe 10, 15 minutes max. Right after that, I'm gonna work on a business. Let's go, man. Stop eating like my little sister. I see some of you eat chicken and rice, man. Chicken and rice, cereal, all these boring, bland diets online, they're not gonna help you at all. The only thing that truly allows you to have real energy, to have focus, to make sure you can actually perform at your best with your business, with your career, is focusing on single ingredient food. No processed bullshit. This sourdough bread only has 4 ingredients. These eggs have 1 ingredient. Come on, man. Let's go. Hold on, let me throw a little bicep flex. But sometimes us as busy guys, we make the same bullshit excuse. I'm too busy. The reality is, it's not that you're too busy, it's the fact that you don't have your time management locked in, you don't have your time management dialed in. You need to make sure you have real structure with every single aspect of your life, your career, your business, your relationships, your wake up time. That's why I plan out my entire day on Google Calendar, so I can actually have time to prep my meals. I I don't want to hear you say I don't have time. That's a bullshit excuse. At the end of the day, let's be honest. If you really had the exact game plan, the exact blueprint, something that you can actually sustainably follow for the rest of your life that seamlessly fits into your busy schedule, you would 100% stay consistent. So, come on now. Boom! Tomorrow we got sparring, Tomorrow we got sparring and boxing. Honestly, another friend, she invited me to her church. However, it's a 30-minute drive, and Mondays is for sparring. So I think I might have to save. I'm gonna have to move some things around here and there. But check out these moves. You always want to make sure you move after you hit, because especially if you're fighting someone who's pretty good. Man, this is one kid I spar at my gym. This guy's a junior Olympic. This guy be whooping me. So whenever you hit, it's like a chess match. Whenever you hit, you gotta fake every now and then. You gotta drop down a little bit. You gotta make sure. Let me turn this off real quick. You gotta make sure you jab, and then you move your head out the way when you're blocking. So like you can jab. So you would jab, and then double jab but lower, or you can jab and hook, or pa pa. And make sure after every hit you move so you don't get hit. And you always want to make sure you're staying on your toes. You're constantly moving around. Yeah, man, that's boxing lesson of the day. Well, now it's actually time to put these eggs on the pan. Let's hope we don't drop an entire eggshell on the pan. That would suck, but let's go. Avocado oil, no bullshit, cheap oil. No, make the investment to better oil. A little bit. Let's get one of these. Make sure the pan is moisturized. Let it heat up a little bit. We got 5 pasture-raised eggs this morning. Usually what I would eat in the morning is like 4 to 5, 6 pasture-raised eggs, pound of grass-fed ground beef, sourdough bread on the side, maybe some sweet potato, some butter, some avocado. Make a good meal. Right now it's going to be a little smaller meal, simply because I don't have the ground beef on me. There is one in the freezer, but I did not take it out last night. So we'll make sure we keep it simple and effective. Clear mind, focus, no brain fog, no clutter. That way I can go 100% with my business on a call I have in 50 minutes and absolutely take on my day, even on a Sunday. Ooh, peep this meal, man. Organic avocado, 4 ingredient sourdough bread, 5 pasture-raised eggs, chorizo on the side, honey on top. Come on, man. Clear brain, no brain fog. Let's get on these calls. Let's take over the day. Let's attack the day with velocity, with passion. Let's go, man. Let's have a good day. Ooh. About to get a call my client Adiel. Keep in mind, he's up 12 plus pounds of lean muscle in the past around 6 to 7 weeks. Let's get on a call. Let's absolutely rip it. Let's go, man. And what I actually do is I record all the calls with my clients. That way, so whenever they want to go back and review the call, they can always go over into their dashboard, take notes, review over the call. Let's go.
Recording in progress.
Adiel, what's up, man? How we doing?
Oh yeah, I'm doing good, David. How are you?
Good morning. How we doing? Overall, since last time we spoke, like, what do you feel like you've been kind of struggling with the most?
Nah, David. I haven't really been struggling. My weight is 145 now.
Hell yeah.
145.
145.
Yeah. I finally be able to bench press on 155.
Hell yeah.
I was able to do it like on I did it Wednesday.
Yeah.
For the first time, 155, and my goal right now is 185 for the end of the year.
185 by the end of the year. Okay.
Yeah.
And before you joined, like, how much was it?
Oh, before? I
Yeah.
couldn't even lift 115. I'm just true.
Ooh. So
Yeah, I remember.
115 to 155
Yeah.
in the span of around 7 weeks, you would say?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Overall, like, the progress we've made so far, like, how does that make you feel?
Oh, a lot better. Even push-ups.
Yeah.
I can able to do 30 consistent push-ups. When I first started,
Yeah.
I was only able to do 10.
The progress we've made, like, did you think that it was going to be this fast, or, like, what was kind of your mindset before joining?
Nah, I ain't that was gonna be that fast, dude. I'm gonna be honest.
What do you think it kind of was compared to what it actually is?
I thought it was gonna take like months, like
Okay.
up to the end of the year,
Yeah. The good thing is that the first month is the most challenging month simply because you change your lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure.
So you go from not really eating single ingredient foods, not really training too consistently, not really having a structured morning, night, throughout your entire day, to now being more dialed in with your nutrition, training habits, and mindset with your time management. And the good thing, as time goes on, it'll be a lot more simpler to actually stick with it because it's becoming a lifestyle. Let's say, like, turn back around 7 to 8 weeks. Like, let's say you didn't make the decision to make the investment and take the step further. Like, what do you think you would be right now?
I'll probably be a slob, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll probably be a slob, man. I probably won't even go to the gym. My cousins wouldn't even be going to the gym too,
Yeah.
because I was the one. I'm gonna start going to the gym. Like, okay, and they started going too.
So overall, for the next week, one thing that I really want to work on is let's track your weight every single morning. One thing I would say is I'm going to add into your dashboard, making sure we track everything simply because, yes, even though you're making progress without tracking, I still want you to track simply because, let's say we hit a plateau.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say maybe your weight stops moving up. Let's say maybe your strength stops going up. And let's say you are tracking. We can see how your training is. We can see your intensity. We can see your rest time. We can see your macros, your calories, your protein, your carbs, your fat, your wake up time, your sleep time. Because we track everything we do. And we can actually pinpoint where the main issue is coming from.
Yeah.
But let's say you're not tracking, then we don't even know where to start. If it's your meals, if it's your training, if it's your morning or your night. So make sure we track it down. Or realizing the importance of tracking is top.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't want you to stay in the same place for weeks on end simply because we don't know where to actually attack. And on our next call, I want to talk more in detail about your training. So let's make sure we stay consistent and keep it in the back of your mind, like how your training is, how your intensity, how you feel throughout your workouts. Because we're gonna make some slight tweaks when it comes to your training. Maybe switch around a little bit more of your meals, kind of just take your progress to the next level.
Yeah.
The only reason why I don't really like to use it much is because it causes my skin to break out, and I kind of feel like bloated after.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't really promote using protein powder at all.
Oh, okay.
And when you stick to more single ingredient foods, not only does your body get adjusted to it, not only does it actually give you steady energy, steady focus, but you're not breaking out here and there, and you're not feeling bloated throughout the entire day.
Oh, okay. I think I'm not gonna take it because I used to drink what's it called, a Fairlife.
Fairlife, yeah.
Yeah. Those milk, but it had like 42 grams of protein.
Yeah.
And I was drinking those in the beginning, the first month.
Yeah.
For 2 months. For 2 months. And I remember I would drink them and I would always feel super bloated.
For sure.
And then, because I used to drink them like at 9 or 10 a.m.
Yeah.
That was my routine when I first started. And then I said by lunchtime, I'm going to eat my lunch and my regular water. But when it was lunchtime, I was so full that I couldn't even finish my lunch.
Yeah.
So then I saw a video on TikTok that a lot of people saying they were getting bloated and blah, blah, blah. Supposedly I heard that it was not good for you because supposedly it had some ingredients or something like that.
Yeah, it has
So then,
when you can't pronounce the ingredients on the ingredient label, I think it's something to, like, take a step back and see what's going on.
yeah, for sure.
For sure.
And I was like, you know what? I saw that video, I took it out. I just took out the drink because I was buying them consistently.
Yeah.
Because I was buying packs from Amazon. I just stopped drinking it I was like, I'm going to stop drinking it for a week. And I realized from the first day from going before, I wasn't feeling bloated anymore.
Ooh, just wrapped up a call with my client, Adiel. Man, up 14 pounds of lean muscle in around 7 to 8 weeks. This is what happens when you truly go all in. This is what happens when you take the step forward, when you make the investment. You hear, it's not just a physique change, rather it's the habits he's built. how his daily structure is, his discipline, how he wakes up early in the morning and gets after right before putting in a 10-12 hour shift. This isn't something that he's going to follow for a couple of weeks or months. No. This is something that my guys can follow for the rest of their life. This is a couple of his goals that he had in mind. One of his goals was to overall make a habit of eating healthy every single day and make it a habit for the rest of his life. Because we implement sustainable systems in place, we're not eating chicken and rice 6 meals a day. No, we're eating 2 to 3 single ingredient staple meals a day that actually give him energy, give him focus to be able to perform at his best while actually tasting good. If you don't follow my Instagram, follow right now. Man, you see the meals I eat on a daily basis. They absolutely taste amazing. You saw the meal I ate a couple minutes ago. Come on. And one of his second goal was he wants to weigh 150 pounds, and he was currently 130 pounds. Keep in mind, we're at 145 pounds. We're about to hit his goal before the year even ends, before it's even December. And before he joined, he can only do 10 push-ups. And now he can hit 30 push-ups in a row. And we're definitely going to hit 50 push-ups by the end of the year. This is something that I have my guys do every single morning to set the standard, to set the tone, to get their mind and get their body ready to perform at 100%. That way, so that by the time he goes to work at 6, 7 a.m., he's already sharp. He's already banged out a morning routine. He can put a 10, 12 hour shift as a bulldozer, run his own business, and still get into the best shape possible and make it a lifestyle. And another of his goals was to overall invest his money in his health and his mindset rather than spending it on junk food and a bunch of unnecessary bullshit. As someone who's relatively young myself, I'm 18 years old, and this year my business has generated the most profit I've ever in my life combined. And I've learned that the only way to actually keep growing, whether it's my business, whether it's me as a man, is using that money and investing it back into my clients, into the systems, into mentors, into coaches, into higher quality food, into better experiences with my family, to overall help me and my team go to the next level. And overall, stop procrastinating, stay active, challenge himself daily, and live a disciplined, healthy life. Those were the goals he had in mind, and we're absolutely reaching them every single day. One step, one day at a time. Because look, my main goal for all my guys, all my clients, is for them to know how everything works in detail, for them to understand how everything works, have the systems, have everything in place. That way so they can follow up for the rest of their life, and at that point, they won't even need me. Let me show you his dashboard real quick. Take a look at his dashboard. No one else has dashboards this specific. Not only do we have all his courses over mindset, habits, nutrition, training, not only do we have his meals directly linked right here, all his meals laid out from step by step. We change these out on average every 3 to 4 weeks. Let's go back. We record all our calls so he can review and look over them. Let's say we went over mindset, over habits. We planned out his entire day on Google Calendar. It's all right there for him. His current position, his end goals, everything laid out for him step by step. Let's go on today. Today he has leg and arm for his workout, calories, protein, carbs, fat, check-in photo, macro screenshot, intensity, morning routine, night routine, daily habits, for business, for education, for training, exercise sets, reps, rep instructions, form video, everything he needs step by step. This isn't your copy and paste ChatGPT program that everyone is selling and scamming you with. No. This is a real software. This is a real system. I have my calls with my clients one-on-one every single week. Why? Because it's all about building a real relationship with my clients, building real trust, me understanding their current situation so I can actually help them out. Let's run it up. Let's go. Woo! On the way to lock in for probably 3-4 hours. In between we have church.
But I praise the Lord. But I'm gonna spend these next couple hours just logged in on my business, studying for class, studying for final exams coming up in the next couple of weeks, because I'm still going to continue pursuing my education at Georgia State University and near downtown Atlanta. So it's pretty fun, pretty exciting. I'm excited about that in the following year. But in the meanwhile, I'm gonna dial in, get some work done, make sure we get back and prioritize client fulfillment. Let's go, man. Woo! Right now on the way to our run, but I'll go put in a 4 to 5 mile run, warm up beforehand, and then our entire day is gonna be spent on getting on calls with my clients, doing research, studying. We're gonna do that until the day ends, and then I have a mentor call at the end of the day, which I'm very excited about. Nonetheless, but I have a great run. Got the hat, got the outfit on. Let's go, man. Under 4 miles deep. Let's go. Just got back home. I'm about to wrap up for the day. But I just wanted to share you some client wins that I've had for the past couple of days. This is my guy, Adio. Gained 15 pounds of lean mass while working as a bulldozer operator. My guy is working 60 plus hours a week while helping in his family business. So he doesn't have all the time in the world. And even though with his busy schedule, he was still able to gain 15 pounds of lean muscle mass. But it wasn't just the physique transformation. It wasn't just the way he looked that changed. Rather, it's the man he became in the process. Now, my guy Adio, he's already ambitious. He was already willing to do whatever it took. However, even though he was training somewhat consistent, even though he was dieting here and there, he couldn't really seem to go all in. And he didn't want to spend hours, he didn't want to spend months and years trying to figure out what works and what doesn't just to stay the same. None of my guys are lazy. All my guys are willing to do whatever it takes. However, they need the exact blueprint laid out for them step by step. And as you see right here, this isn't just your average copy and paste plans from ChatGPT. If you go to my Instagram, go to my Instagram right now. If you don't follow my Instagram, I don't know what you're doing. I show and I'll walk all my clients through our dashboards. You see all me and my client interviews. You see the client wins, the client results that we get on a daily basis. Go to my Instagram, go to my results and my testimonial highlight. I have hundreds of results for every single one of my clients for the past year. But because Adiel is busy, and it wasn't, his main goal was to build the physique, build that lean, ripped physique, which we're in the process to do. But overall, level up his mindset, have that discipline, have that dialed in mindset, because he's not just building the best physique, he's not just improving his health for himself, rather he's doing it to lead for his family. He's doing it to set the standard at the job site, to be that man who takes off his shirt confidently. And he's in his 20s, and he told me, he's like, David, you know what, man, like, I'm already in my 20s, like, if I don't do it right now, when am I truly gonna do it? And that's 100% true. You only have 1 month left to go all in. Everyone's gonna go all in January 1st. However, you have to be the one that starts before all of them, because you build up that momentum over time. If you start right now, in the next following 2 months, you already have that momentum. While everyone else just finish up drinking, eating a bunch of BS processed food, hanging out with a bunch of people that they don't even care about. Maybe you did some of that, but you already started building the momentum. You already started to build the foundation, because not only is Adiel 15 pounds of lean muscle bigger, not only is his mindset more dialed in, so he wakes up earlier in the morning, he works harder with his career, and he still trains, he still goes for runs, he still spends time with his family, he's still there for his family, he's still present. Because we're not making fitness our entire life, rather we're using fitness as a stepping stone. And we did that not by overcomplicating his routine, not by training for hours every single day, not by doing all these crazy overcomplicated diets, eating 6 meals a day. No, we kept it simple. We focused on 2 to 3 single ingredient whole meals a day. We focused on making sure his pre-training snack was in place. That way, so we actually had extra energy, extra focus, extra focus for his training session that day, making sure his meals were high protein. That way so he can build lean muscle and also be satiated. We made sure that every single meal included clean, complex carbs. That way so he has energy throughout the entire day and he's not crashing. You eating Panda Express, you eating Chipotle, you're relying on fast food, you're eating a bunch of processed BS food because you think it's more convenient, is just holding you back from making progress in the long run. There's a reason why you're not waking up every single morning ready to get after it. There's a reason why you can barely stay consistent with your training. There's a reason why you haven't been able to do what you really wanted. Because we're using fitness as a stepping stone to level up in every single other aspect of our life, to have that confidence so we can go out there and talk to that pretty girl, so we can go out there and network with business and talk to other high quality men. We're here to use fitness as a stepping stone. Use that mindset towards, he can use his dialed in mindset for his career, for his family business, to set the standard for his entire family. And the second thing we did was making sure his entire day was planned out. I walk all my guys through planning out their entire day using Google Calendar, as well as making sure we have our non-negotiables in place, whether it's his meals, his training, his wake up time, night time, everything laid out for him step by step. That way so he no longer has to worry about what he's going to do, and all he has to do is actually execute it. As well as making sure he's only training 45 minutes just a couple times a week. Most of you guys are maybe consistent here and there. Your workouts are an hour long, they're dragged out, which is the reason why you can't stay consistent. Especially if you have things going on, you're a busy man. You're prioritizing your career, your business, your company, your studies, your family, while still getting into the best shape possible. Following what everyone else is following is simply not going to work. So he made sure to focus on high intensity workouts with his training. That way he's only training 3 to 5 times a week and gets better results than guys who are spending hours in there. As well as making sure every single week we have our accountability, our guidance calls, because we track everything we do. Nutrition, training, habits, mindset, macros, wake up time, sleep time, everything. That way, so every single time we get on a call, every single week for 30 minutes, we can pinpoint any plateau, we can pinpoint any main issue, and actually build a game plan to break past that plateau. Because every single week, you will face a new struggle. You will face a new struggle, whether it's you're not losing body fat, you're not building lean muscle, your mindset has plateaued, your energy has plateaued, your time management is all over the place. Making sure we have these reset calls every single week allows us to pinpoint the main issue and build a game plan to solve it as quickly as possible. That way, so instead of him wasting months trying to figure something out, we take care of it on every single call. My guys don't want to waste time. I'm not here to waste their time. I'm here to make sure they build a foundation. They achieve that ripped 12% body fat physique. They have high energy, high focus. They wake up early in the morning, crush their morning routine, get to work, outwork everyone, excel in their career, in their business, in their finances, in their relationships, and overall, excel in every aspect of our life. For the people around us, especially 95% of my clients are Latino men, and us as Latino men, it's our duty to build the best life, not just for us, but for the people around us. And he realized that, David, I'm in my 20s. It's time for me to step up and lead for the people around me. And I agreed with him. I went through the same thing as well. So that's why I've invested over $13,000 into mentors, into coaches. And yeah, I was able to make multiple times that back. But it was just about, you're going to pay with time or money. Yes, I could have done the same thing, but it would have taken me 3 years instead of 6 months. Yeah, my client Adiel may have been able to do it on his own, but instead of taking him 2 months, it would have taken him 2 years. And we're not even halfway through his program. Imagine the progress we're going to continue making over and over again. And another win we have for the past couple of days is my client Kevin. But before we get into my client Kevin, let me just go more in depth with Adiel. The thing with Adiel is that now he's built up the momentum. Now he has momentum through the roof. Why? Because for the past 2 weeks, he's been consistent. Yes, he had his ups. Yes, he have had his downs, but we made sure to fix it on every single call. Because he's been consistent for the past 2 months, momentum is through the roof. We're just getting started. Progress exponentially builds up over time. Not only does he get to keep his entire dashboard for the rest of his life, but we have our calls. We stay in touch every single day. Now with my client Kevin, he was able to lose 10 pounds in the past month. Most people, it takes them 3 months to lose 10 pounds, and he was able to lose it in just a month. Without spending hours in the gym, without eating boring, bland foods, without eating 6 meals a day, running for hours on end. No. My guy Kevin, he's based in New York, working as a field engineer. He's a busy guy working 60, 70 hours a week. And he came to me. All my guys are absolute killers. All my guys are like great people. However, he realized that he was letting his health slip. He was letting his health to the side. And deep inside, it would be a constant cycle over and over again. Like, he knew he should have trained that day. He knew he should have waking up early, sleep on time, studied, spend time with his family, but he wasn't doing it for months on end. He was able to make some progress, lose some weight. However, he overall hit a plateau where even though he was putting in the work, he still wasn't seeing the progress. And they got to the point that he shot me a DM. I think it was like 8, 9 p.m. He shot me a DM. He was like, David, like, man, like, I've been struggling with this. Like, can you help me out? Like, what can we do? So I respond to all my DMs. Trust me, there's no Indian kid getting paid $2 a week to answer my DMs. It's me personally. That's why I send voice messages. That's why I reply to everything myself. And I got to understand the situation a little bit more. Even though he has made some progress, he hit a plateau. Even though he was putting in the work, he still wasn't seeing the progress that he knew he would actually be satisfied with. So fast forward 1 month later, down 15 pounds of body fat. Not only was he able to lose those 10 pounds of body fat in the past month, but the confidence he gets from being on track, the confidence he gets from knowing that he's putting in the work every single day, knowing that he's on the right path, motivates him so much more to stay consistent, because he knows that as long as he takes a step forward, he will keep losing body fat. He will keep on building more muscle, more confidence, more energy, and also making sure his time management was dialed in. I walk all my guys on every single call through Google Calendar, and our non-negotiables we have in place, our power list that we do every single day. That way, so they're not wasting time. Every single hour of the day is planned out. Every single hour of the day is tracked. That way, so he can focus. He can wake up early, crush his morning routine, go to work, study, and still have time to train, spend time with family, and overall improve his social life. My guy Kevin, me as well, we have no interest in living that bodybuilder, gym bro lifestyle at all. No, we're here to use fitness as a stepping stone to have more confidence, have more energy, have more discipline, master time management, so we can overall excel in every aspect of our life. It's honestly a lot more simple than you think, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't follow my Instagram, check it out. It's David Guzman Correa. My entire name, all my social medias are honestly the same. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can click the link down below and book a call. I take all of my calls myself. Or go watch my Instagram, go watch my client wins, go watch my testimonials, go watch my daily 20+ stories a day, my daily posts. You'll get a lot of value. You can always shoot me a DM. I'll get back to you ASAP. You have a great day. See you soon. Thanks for watching.